Hello there and welcome. This is Peter Beckenham, your village marketer. And in today's Facebook Live, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube Live, whatever it is, right? I'm going to talk to you about how you can get 90% of your sales results before you even show up, right? It's true, it's possible. How you can get 90% of your sales results even before the sales presentation takes place. Robin, thank you for watching. Good to see you, mate. So, how in the heck do you do that? How can you get 90% of it done before you even turn up? Well, you've got to know two things. Hi, Ian, thanks. Two things you need to do. And if you've got these two things right, then 90% of your sale is over before you even open your mouth, right? The first thing is know what your clients are thinking before you even talk to them. Laurel, thank you. Good to see you. Okay. Oh, I lost my place. Oh, yeah. So, Laurel, you came a bit late. How to get 90% of your sales results before you even turn up for the sales presentation, right? And I'm saying two things you need to know. One, know what your clients are thinking. Now, let me help you there. What are your clients thinking, right? The first thing is this, and you need to have this addressed before the meeting. One, do I trust you? That's what they're thinking. Do I really trust you, Peter? Okay? If you haven't addressed that issue before the sales presentation, then you're in for a bit of a shock, right? You're really in for not that frightening, okay. Hey, Neville, good to see you. Hey, Anthony, thanks for watching, all right? Oh, Laurie made me lose my place. Where was I? Oh, yeah, okay. So, in other words, you need to have built rapport, you need to have built some trust and understanding with the person before you talk about any sales presentation. And think about it, it's common sense, right? Why in the heck would you try and do a sales presentation to someone if you've never even spent the time getting to know who they are, getting to know what their needs and likes and pain points and problems are? Okay, you wouldn't, right? So it's common sense. So the first thing, you've got to be aware of what are they thinking. And if you've done it right, and you've built the relationship right, you know, right, you know, thanks Ian, you know that this person's trusting you because they're giving you a chance, right? The second thing is, they're thinking, do I really need this right now, right? Now, your job is not to convince them to need it. Your job really is to get them to understand what happens if they don't buy it. What happens if they don't address the problem? And I'll come back to that in a minute, right? But it's important. You know that what they're thinking. Do I really need this right now? Okay. If you've addressed both those things and they're thinking, yes, I trust you, and yet maybe I do need this, then your chances of success before you even get to your presentation are pretty darn good. The other thing is this. I learned this from a guy called Ted McGrath. I mean, we've all heard of the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, right? Where 20% of your business, where 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers, etc. Well, Ted McGrath's got the 90-10 rule. And it makes sense to me too. And what it says is this. You talk for 10% of the time and get your prospect, get your customer, get your client to talk for 90% of the time. Sunil, thanks for watching, okay? Malinka, thanks for watching. In other words, what you do is you only speak for 10% of the time you're with the prospect. If you're just talking for 10% of the time, then the customer, the prospect, is talking for the majority of the time. And that's exactly what you want. You want them to be perceived to be in control of the situation. You are guiding this through. You are helping them. You are not lecturing them at all, right? You are simply giving them the majority of their time to express themselves and for you to find out exactly what their needs are and to confirm exactly what you need to do to help them, all right? So, this is key. This is key. If you're just talking for just 10% of the time, you better make absolutely certain that you know what the three key elements you want to give them are, because you've got to give it to them in less than 10% of the time, okay? That's all. You've just got 10% to give with the three key benefits of your solution, of your opportunity, of your business opportunity, whatever you're talking about, right? Right. Now, the second thing, that's what they're thinking, right? The second thing is there are 5 very simple preparations you need to do, okay? And I'll be quick with this because I don't want to hold you too long. The first one is, what do you already know about the prospect? Now, actually, I referred to this earlier in a way. You need to know something about the prospect, right? That's the first thing. Be prepared. Don't go in unprepared. Secondly, what do they need to know from you? Now, I'm saying this because I told you before, you only have 10% of the time to talk yourself. 90% is theirs, right? So make sure in that 10% you can deliver the 3 key elements of whatever it is you're trying to provide to them, all right? Thirdly, how do you want them to feel? This is something that most salespeople don't even think about. Think about that before you get to the presentation. What is it? I mean, emotions are the things that will open up their credit card, I can tell you. Logic opens their mind. Emotion opens the purse, right? So what are the emotions you want them to feel? Do you want them to feel inspired? Do you want them to feel empowered? Do you want them to feel worthy? Maybe that's a big issue, right? Some people feel they're not worthy of actually taking up some of the suggestions you've got for them, right? What else? Maybe passionate, maybe enthusiasm. Think of what are the emotions you want to get your prospect to feel in your presentation, and then you deliver it in a way that generates that emotion. If you can do that, I can tell you, you are well on your way to a very successful sales career. All right? Nabil, thanks for watching, my man. Fourth bit of preparation. What will it cost them if they don't act now? Okay? This is the cost of inaction. Think this through and be prepared for this, because this is a key part of your presentation, right? In other words, Mr. Client, Mr. Prospect, tell me, what will happen if you do not solve the problem today? What's the impact on you? What's the effect on you? What's the cost on your business? What's the impact on your family? Think about that. The cost of inaction. That's the fourth bit you need to get clear. In other words, what you need to do, and this is something that some people have a real struggle with, you've got to broaden people's vision. You've got to get them to accept, I can do this. You've got to get them to adopt in their head, in their belief system, hey, maybe with this guy or this lady's help, I can do this. Because if you can get them thinking that way and broaden their vision, I can tell you, you are opening up all sorts of opportunities, and they will thank you for that, because most people haven't bothered to spend the time to do that, right? So that's the fourth thing, okay? Broaden their vision and make them understand what's the cost of inaction. And finally, objections. Never, ever, ever try to defeat objections. Accept them. Diffuse them, sure, but welcome them. Get the objections out on the table, and it's far better to preempt the objections as much as possible if you possibly can, right? And the objections are many and varied. Yeah, I mean, no need, no money, no time. Well, you know all those things, right? If you need help with that, send me a personal message, I'll show you, right? But the key thing is this. You need to have those 5 bits of preparation done before the meeting. If you've done that, I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that your selling career will take off. It really will. Because you will find yourself not selling at all. You will find yourself helping the prospect, helping the person come to a conclusion that they feel happy about, that they feel comfortable with, that they want to do, and they will be grateful and thankful for you for providing the solution. All right? There's my sermon for the mount for the day, okay? I hope you found it of some help. If you did, please do me a favour, okay? Let me know. Because I've heard some comments today that many people think that Facebook Lives are going down the tube because there's no value being given. I'm trying to give you value, and I hope I do give value to you. Because if I do that, I'll continue to give it to you every single day, right? That's my hope. And as usual, this is my giveaway for today. And this will help you with the sales, right? 5 things that will explode your sales potential. 5 things that will explode your sales potential. If you'd like that, send me a personal message. All right? Once again, thank you very, very much for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. I really much do. And I try in my Facebook Lives to give you as much value as I can. If there's any topic you'd like me to cover, by the way, shoot me a personal message. Please shoot me a personal message. I will deliver to you. I will give it a shot. I can tell you, whatever the topic is, I'll give it my 100% effort. All I want you to do is support me in the fact that my Facebook Lives are giving you some value. All right. That's enough. Talk to you tomorrow. All the very best. Once again, thank you. Bye for now.